Hello and welcome. All change on the Lego website today with lots and lots of updates. They have added quite a few new Lego sets. Now, I'm extremely excited about this. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. We've all heard the rumours over the last week, and it is now officially on the Lego website. But we are starting off with the Hulk truck versus Thanos. Now, you know the set that I'm excited about because I've used it as the screen grab, which is, of course, the brand new Ninjago set. Now, I have not yet looked at all the official images, so I will be looking with them with you for the first time. So this is $24.99. It's coming on the 1st of April. You get 229 pieces. It's item number 76312, and it comes with two different minifigures. So you have Thanos just there, and then we have got the Hulk just there. So nice and simple, two nice looking minifigures. And if you want a big Hulk smash truck, that, to be honest, would work, I think, with the last big truck that they did, which was a non-Marvel vehicle. You might be able to have them in scale sort of side by side. Now, there is no other images for this one, so we will go back and just see what else is available. Now, with regards to the giveaway purchases, I've already covered those. So we'll go through these again very, very quickly because there are offers and things running. So we have got this if you spend over £70 or more. Then we also have this if you spend over £35 or more. And this is excluding pre-orders. So you've just got to be careful with that. And then we also have the bundle and save. So this is what the last video was all about. Well, we had all of these different offers. So it's 15% off the first bundle and the second, and then you've got another 15% off the creator, and then again the 3-in-1, it's the same. So you save good money on a lot of those bits and pieces. So there are bundles currently running on the Lego website, but I'm basically rushing to get to the Ninjago one. That's basically what I'm doing because I am quite intrigued and excited just to see what this is all about. But of course, there's lots of sets on here, so we've got to be careful that I don't miss anything from the other day because all the stuff that we're going over, it's stuff that I've already covered in separate uploads. So like I said, it's all official images now on the Lego website. Now, we have got a fair few of the Ninjago bits and pieces just here. There it is. The Ninjago City Workshops. And I do believe there's also the Evolution of STEM. So I'm not 100% sure what that's all to do with. So we've got to click on that one. Let's just see if there's anything else. But I think there might just be these three things that they've added today. So all of these have come up on the 1st of February. They always do it at the start of the month. They always add new bits and pieces. Oh, no, we have got another Marvel set, which is now available for pre-order. It's the new Iron Man Hall of Armor. So in fact, we might click on that one first. And as I go backwards, so I'll just tease myself that little bit more. Bamboo, flower arrangement, the add to bag. So they can't. No. So we must be now looking at the bits and pieces that are going to be coming in March. The 8080 helmet we've already covered and seen. But what is this all about? It looks like it's shrunk quite a bit, but it shows the price. So it's $49.99. Order it now, and it will ship from the 1st of April, obviously 2025. And it looks like it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different minifigures, which does look interesting. And then it looks like we've got some form of mech as well. I think that's his big bulky one that he had in Iron Man 3. Could be making that up, but there's a possibility. So this is item number 76315. It's 384 pieces, and it's 400 insider points. Now, as we carry on coming down, what do we have? We've got the Mark 143.6 and Pepper Potts, a buildable dummy robot, and a Mark 3 mech with movable arms and legs. So I think it is from the third one, but let's have a quick better look at some of the photos on this. Let's have a look. So, if you can name everybody in here, then obviously feel free. But Pepper Potts, I think, is a reuse. This one I've not seen before. Iron Patriot / War Machine / whatever. I think it might be a different helmet to the one that I've got. I think it is. So yeah, there's a fair bit going on with this, and of course you've got the little one with the fire extinguisher, which is always a cute little thing. So they've got all the masks that pop up. So and we've got a little bit there for nanotech as well, so that's a little bit more advanced. Why Iron Man needs a mech, I'm not too sure, but he's got one, and that's what we're after. So there we go. So it's 4 minifigures, technically 5 minifigures, and a little robot is what they are showing. But if you like them, happy days. Would have think these Iron Man suits have been used potentially before, or there might be a first time in the line on one of these. And I'm trying to look at the trouser print, and I don't know which one I don't recognise. So there might be a little bit something different on these. Obviously, you compare the two, you can see you've got the different print on the everything. So it's a huge difference. But this does look very, very smart. So this will be quite a cool little minifigure to add to my display, as with this one as well. Now, you know what the video is all about for me. I do enjoy Marvel and I do enjoy all the little bits and pieces, but Ninjago has a special place in my heart, and I cannot wait to click on these photos for the first time. So we'll now spend a little bit of time going over this. So it is £219 coming on the 1st of March 2025, not available for pre-order, so it will be exclusive to the LEGO website to start with. It is item number 71837, 1,760 points, 3,244 pieces. Now, you always get lots and lots and lots of bricks, and it does look like for the first time since the original Lego City set, which I'm very grateful that I own, and I actually got it when it came out along with the docks as well. This is actually the first one since then. It's on a 32 by 32 base plate. So Lego City was 32 by 32. The docks was then a base plate and a half. Then the next one, which was the Gardens, was also a base plate and a half. And then the latest one before this one was 2 base plates. And now we've gone back to 1. So there is, by the looks of it, a lot to go through and a lot to see, and lots of different minifigures as well. Now, with this one, I would imagine it's under the Rising Dragons, I think. So it might be more familiar to people that have seen the TV show, but I can't see the show. I've seen all of the other episodes up until when the new TV show started, and I've not caught any of these. But this has a very different path all the way across the top. They have kept everything basically the same with regards to all of the Ninjago language, which of course you can learn in the actual instruction booklets. You can see you've got Zane up there. There's Pixel, was a very hard to find minifigure at one point. And of course, if you've not spotted it already, it's an inverted corner. So it's actually a corner that I have been needing for ages. So this should work perfectly, fingers crossed, for my display, or it's going to turn into an absolute nightmare. But it'd be very interesting to see if they do another inverted corner eventually, because it then means we've got 2 big corners either end. Then you've got the dock and t'other one. So you've got both of those side by side, because you can mathematically work it out to be the dock with the half base plate to make it 2 base plates. So we've got big base plate, 2 and 2, and then we've got an inverted corner. If they did another inverted corner, you can then make a big rectangle as your display rather than just a long line. And of course, until I get it, I think all the water will be facing each other. Now, we will take a good look at what we can on here. So we have somebody stuffing their face, eating eggs. Normally, I know the names of the characters, but like I said, with regards to this show, I'm not 100% sure, so I won't be stupid and try and name them. This figure does pop up in a few of the others, though, so it's quite cool that they've got some of those. There's got to be more minifigures. There's 3, 4. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And of course, it looks like, well, it looks like exactly what it says it's supposed to be. So we are looking at the workshops. So this could work quite well against the docks. It could look very nice beside either the city or the gardens as well. Not too sure if it would work with the current one. That's the only thing I will say with regards to this. So maybe the current one is a standalone, which is the double paste plate one. But that is the box artwork. So let me just count the minifigures on the front to make sure I didn't miss. I'm technically counting that one as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got 11 minifigures, which is obviously a lot less than previous sets, but then at the same time, it is a smaller set, but you are getting 3,244 pieces. So I think it looks fantastic, to be honest. I think it's something completely different. Oh, the mech stand. Fantastic. Okay, so the mech actually goes on the stand. So I was getting a bit concerned about the mech that says, oh, there's a minifigure in the mech. That's what I missed. So just why I did count the box. So the minifigure then, or the mech, sorry, can go up on then. It looks like he can get picked up by the crane. But at the moment, she's just sat over the water with the frog that's in there and the lily pads. I wonder what this does. Because obviously they look like they've got a sort of turbine bit, which is obviously the bit that they have had in on the Harry Potter giveaway. They had a green version of that, so they seem to be using this element a little bit more. All right, all these colours, it's so bright. So you can see what they do with regards to, it's very clever how they do their water, because a lot of people think that it's actually different coloured tiles, but it's not. What you do, you have your grey base plate, and then basically you put black tiling down. So you put all of these, look, it's all black underneath in pockets, and then you put the clear tiles over the top of it to give it that darker water effect. And sometimes they use slightly different colors, so it looks like you're going out into the ocean or you're a little bit more shallow water and that kind of thing. So that's always quite a nice thing that they carried on with this. Now, with regards to the pinhole, you can see where the pinhole is just on this side. Until we see it on the box, because like I said, I've not seen the official images properly, and I don't know how this is going to connect. I'm assuming that the pinhole actually is on the back and then the side, so you might lose a little bit of the view on this one. But the path, how the path goes, I'm assuming. How? I wonder if it's supposed to connect to the Lego City and the garden, but they won't picture that because you can't buy it. So will this connect the two? Will this connect Ninjago Gardens, which has actually just retired as well? So is this meant to connect to the new one, which is the double base plate, which is the market? Because I'm looking at this going, are they both, is the path the same height, is what I'm looking at the moment. It's like, I'm not too sure. I wonder if you can, and if the path is slightly off on the other one. But it looks like it's all fully modular, so it looks like you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bits to rip apart, and then it's obviously slightly different on this side. You've obviously got a construction person just on there, and that thing's ripping up the mech. So you've got a little bit of height with that crane as well. It's going to add a fair bit of height on. They've got a thing about Pixel just flying away and fighting on. I wonder if there's actually like a little flight stand that the minifigures up top can stand on. They've always got really nice lighting in the sets, and I hope they've got a little bit of something funky as well, because on the city you had the ATM, so you had the cash point where you actually could just get the money out, and then they did the same thing I think for the drinks, and you could change the signs over. So there might be like a little bit of a hidden Easter egg, but you can see this minifigure just down at the bottom, adding on the knee pad onto this one. So that is the mech. So I think I would have it like that. I don't think I'd have the mech off. But if the mech did hide too much of the building, then I wouldn't bother. But I think it's done so you can still see everything on the sides. What it would look like from the back will be very interesting. It looks like we've got smaller rooms. So this one looks like he's a magician, so he must control, he's puppeteering, obviously, the thing that's up on the roof. So I'm putting 2 and 2 together for that one. You've got a nice little record player. You've got the drawer that might move in and out, and you've got a little bit of gold, potentially gold coinage just underneath there. And then we've got these happy chappies just here. So we've got another worker. You've got the potential chopsticks, potential, and then you've got bits and pieces being cooked and all of that kind of thing. I do like all this. It's all the little seats and seating and all that kind of stuff that they do. And again, with this, there's something that obviously moves. So we have got a roller shutter that is moving up on this one, which is clearly the blue shutter, which I didn't even spot on the first image. So we're on picture number 7. Let's go back to number 1. Right, so we'll go to this one. So I'm assuming that I'm, well, I say I'm assuming. Oh, it's there, down at the bottom. So it's just the work. I thought it was going to be this bit just here, this big thing, but that's far too wide. So it's just this shutter just down here that moves up and down. So we're now seeing it from the back end. So 7, 6, 7. So that is that, and obviously we have the bad, the evil character, shall we say, looking at the different bits and pieces that are going on just on there, and then we got a little mech shop, and there's the Easter egg for all of the mechs from the Ninjago team. So you've got all 5 different characters on there. So they are mechs that I think have been available over a period of time. And then you've got the little one. It looks like you've got paintbrush, scissors, all sorts of different bits and pieces going on in that one. So that looks very, very smart, very, very clean. Right, better look at the minifigures. I want to say that's supposed to be Lloyd's mum because she's in green, but I'm not 100% sure if that is supposed to be the case. So if somebody has seen the new show, please let me know. I would like to watch it, to be honest, because it is there's so many Easter eggs in the gardens that I picked up from with regards to Zane's memorial and all that kind of stuff. It was quite nice to do, but obviously Zane comes back because he's now there. So it looks like we've got potentially Zane's mum, we've got the scientist, we've got the worker, and then we've got these two that are potentially building bits and pieces, and he's in the shop. You've then got the evil one controlling we've got the puppeteer, shall we say, and then we've got the nice sword, Zane, Pixel, and then these two as well. So yes, there is a good amount going on with these minifigures, and I think they look very, very good. And it does look good and big in hand as well. So I hope it is almost the same height as the city, and it's going to be taller than the docks. It looks like it's going to be about the same height as the markets, so I think it will go quite well with those, and it'll go hand in hand, I think. So that'll be quite nice. Lots of roof space as well, so you can add a couple of minifigures up at the top, and this is the first time properly you can see the walkway. So we've got all different bits and pieces with regards to the buildings, the mechs. I'm saying this now, might be a removable poster, because that is something that they do on some of these sets, where you can actually just interlink all the posters, and there's actually poster storage in some of the sets as well, which is very, very good. You're going to be bombarded, and I mean bombarded with stickers. So everything you see is 100% not a print. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 without even trying. So there's 24 without even trying, and potentially there'll be some on the door as well. So that'd be 25. That might be a print, but we'll say 26. But it doesn't matter, because if you can get them on relatively straight, hang on, 27, 28, then whatever. But this is what I mean about doing different bits and pieces. If you look across the top just here, you've got layered little square studs of translucent colours. And if you can get the light shining through that, that will look very, very effective. And because it looks like it's an open back, then I think it's going to be quite a smart looking thing. So first impressions, I'm very, very impressed with it. I'm a massive Ninjago fan. Still confused what this bit does. So I'm not too sure what movement that does to where this goes. So I'm intrigued to see what is going on with that. But you can see that it's got removable back pieces. So that's something slightly new and different. So you've got the open back. Oh, you haven't got an open back on any of them. So this time they've added in small little, that's why it's not as big a studdage, because you can actually pull them out and actually get photos of them. Because, so is it not modular then? No, it's not. Oh, okay. So rather than it being removable from the top, you now just remove it from the back. So that's something new for this one. I'll have another quick look from the front just to see, but no, it just looks like they just get slotted in, get slotted back out again. You can have the mech completely nude or not. I'm assuming. Oh, so the platform moves forward and backwards. So you can bring the mech back, you can bring the mech forwards, you can do your different bits and pieces with it, because it's just a big workshop. Interesting to see if anybody changes that mech over for a different Ninjago one. But yes, very first impressions, I like it. And obviously I'm very, very biased to Ninjago, but I just like the fact that they're sticking with the really bright colours. They've gone very, very sort of, I've had an accident brown across the bottom for whatever reason, but it is workshop, so I completely understand that. But I like the fact that they've actually kept shops up top. So as long as they don't start in future ones just having everything like this, it would get very, very boring very, very quickly, because the build of the original Ninjago City is probably one of the best builds, period, with regards to how bright everything is. And it's just really nice, small little bags, and it just makes everything really enjoyable. And like on this one, it looks like you've got uses of like egg yolk and different bits and pieces up across the front. So it looks like there's really good usage of different bricks and just different building techniques and all of that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and it'll be interesting how this goes together, because all the others are layered, but with regards to this one path, I think maybe they've just kept it together, because there was I thought the Ninjago Gardens was a little bit flimsy. You had to be really careful because it twisted when you took it off and put it back on again. This stops that issue from happening completely. So the fact that you can just pull it out and then see everything, rather than just have to take the top off and just see it from the top. From a build perspective, it doesn't make a difference, because if you want to build it and then display, sorry, build and display perspective, it's not going to make a difference on anything on this side, because obviously they're all blanked. They're all covered on the back. And then if you want them out to see them, then obviously you can do. Then you can just slot them. You can slot them straight back in. So it's quite nice that it's not just an open back, because that's what I said I thought it was, but it's not. So going back to this photo, every single one of these will go straight up to the top. So that bit just here will go across the top, and you can even see it'll be completely flush, because where you've got these little tiles up in here, and you've got the groove that's left in the middle, you've got a groove in the middle just there. That will slot in, and jobs are good. But again, if you don't like stickers, there's one huge, huge Easter egg on that one. So if you know about the Ninjago series, and there's another one just there as well, both of these are a big Easter egg, but this one in particular is one of my. It's almost like a holy grail of a Ninjago set that I need to pick up. So I really, really would like that set. It is available, and it does have the water that goes underneath the walkway and all of those bits and pieces. And I do believe this might be one of the first temples that they had on that sticker as well. So there is some big Easter eggs to other bits and pieces, and they do that in a lot of the stuff. So with regards to other things that are around, there will be those dotted all over the place, and you see them more on the other stickers and things like that. And of course, when you learn the language, then you can get your teeth sunk into it, because, well, the Ninjago language is there for you to learn in the instruction booklets if you want it. So that is quite cheeky, because I've just realised what they've done on the back of the box. It just says expand your Ninjago City. So that is that. They're not showing us what it goes with. They're not showing us how you can display this either. It's just a case of trial and error. So I am very, very much looking forward to doing that and just sharing the experience with you, because like I said, I have got the original pair, which I am very, very lucky to have got at retail. In fact, I actually picked them up in a sale before they got discontinued way, way, way back when. And now this is number 5. So if you want to expand your Ninjago City and you want to put them all together, you have a base plate, then it's a base plate and a half, then it's another base plate and a half. So that's 4, 5, 6. You need 7 base plates of space just for your Ninjago City. So if they just keep doing these every few years, like the modulars is every year, but if they do these every 2 years, for example, I would be very, very happy with that, as long as they keep the colouring bright. Because for me, the only thing is, it's a lot of brown, but it is a workshop, so you can get away with that, and it will go very nicely. I think it would actually work really nice with the docks, because the docks is the same sort of brown, so you can have the boat coming through. I think the only thing is with that, the boat would have to turn around and go back down again unless you extended the water around at the front. Because obviously this bit is actually, obviously technically it is in the water, so you can't just pull that. You can't pull that bit out. But you're going to make some very, very, very nice displays on that. And you can see you've got all the different lily pads and all the other little bits and pieces. So, yep, highly, highly impressed with this. I will more than likely re-go back over this probably live, I think, because I'd like to look at this in a lot more detail and spend a lot longer looking at it. So who knows? I might bring a live stream back and actually do a Ninjago live stream, because I got my teeth sunk into Ninjago badly over the last week or so, just sorting out match on my display. And then I heard this one was coming out, and then it was just like, well, okie dokie. Right, but this is something else that's coming out. So this is available on the 1st of March. It's $69.99. The evolution of, I want to say STEM. So I could be pronouncing that completely wrong. It's a Lego Ideas set, so you know that is always going to be tasty. It's 879 pieces, 560 points, item number 21355, and it's an 18 plus set. So we'll just go over these very, very quickly. Like I said, I didn't know any of these were coming out today. We've got lots of little bits and pieces just on the back just here. So we've got, well, little tram, maybe little minifigure trophy. Obviously, you've got then supposed to be a big building, a plane going around. You've got nice little planted use and all that kind of thing. Little sticker just on here. A nice little computer screen. Then working out little bits and pieces. And then you've got all the bits on the back. And then you've got a what looks like to be an apple tree. And then it gets far too scientific for me just up there. So this is well over my head. Nice little tiny little car, but does look very nice. And then we've got the 3 minifigures. So let's get to the minifigure page just to see what this looks like. So there's the one. There they are. So that is all 3 of those minifigures, which I think look great, to be honest. I like the chocolate brown suit. And then you've got the nice little waistcoat that's just underneath, but obviously the bright pink flower stands out for me for that one. And it's obviously got the nice tash and the eyebrows on the top. And then again, it's just good colour usage on these. So I'm assuming, because obviously I have no idea, it's to the period, because it does say it's the evolution. But yes, it's far too scientific for me. And whatever she's holding, I think you guys and girls will know a little bit more than me, but it does look like it has some good height. And of course, you would have seen in the photo that you've got plenty of these little holes just to put in all of the minifigures. But I think that is it, and I am done. So as you can tell, I am very, very much looking forward to the Ninjago set. If you want, you can obviously pick yourself up a Thanos versus Hulk as well, or you can get this on the 1st of March. There is quite a few sets coming out on the 1st of March. I think what I will do is probably do a live stream of Ninjago soon, because we can compare this one to the markets and just see how and if they will be able to connect. And I might go through a lot more detail with the actual city and the docks as well, and we'll just go over all those little bits and pieces. So keep your eyes peeled for that, because it'll be a long time coming since I've done a live stream. I've just not been well enough. But like I said, that is it, and I am done. So if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that would be absolutely fantastic. In the comment section, let me know what you think of any of the sets that you've seen today, or of course in a previous upload as well, because there's lots and lots of sets coming in March already, and we are only the 1st of February. And of course, there's a lot of sets released today as well. So if you picked up anything from the Lego website or the Lego store, then obviously just let me know. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll catch you next one.